Hi, this is Grant with Beat the Market Analyzer. I'm going to show you how to use technical analysis, a few indicators, at the end of your analysis process. This is when you already have a stock chosen that you want to buy or possibly buy, and you want to figure out if you're ready to buy it now or if you should wait, whether the price is going to go up or down. This is not a perfect method, but this gives you a good idea of trends and moving averages and whether institutional money is moving in or out of a stock. So it can help you predict better whether the stock's going to go up or down in price in the short term. And as I said, you want to use this after you've already identified a good company at a bargain price. And this is just a little icing on the cake as analysis that you want to do at the end of the process. Okay, so I like to use this one at stockcharts.com. You could type in stockcharts.com /h-sc-ui, and that should take you right to it. You'll see down here where you can enter the symbol. But first, what I want to do is change some of these settings here, and I'll just tell you what I use that works really well for me. So the first thing you want to change here is the simple moving average, and we're going to make that 10. Then this moving average, this simple moving average, we're going to get rid of. And then the indicators, we're going to use slow stochastics. We're going to put this at 14.5. And the MACD, we're going to put at 8.17.9. These are settings I always use, so that's what's coming up here. And then just follow that. So you're going to change only this one, simple moving average, slow stochastics, and MACD to these settings that I have here. If you want to follow along with me, then you'll just hit update. Okay, now that is updated. You can see them all here. They're as we set them. So I'm going to go up and put in the ticker I want. And one of my clients was interested in Bed Bath & Beyond. So we'll look at that. And to see whether he was concerned whether it's at a good price right now to buy. So in the short term, we can see what's happening with the stock and the trends of it. Now, what you want to look at is these three here. You're going to look at the slow stochastics, the MA moving average, and the MACD. This black line here, what you're looking for is if this black line crosses over the red line. So this black price line is going to be crossing over this average line. And when that crosses over, for example, here, 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 this indicates that there's going to be some movement in the stock price up or down. You're going to look at this one here, and you'll see this is the price line, and this is your average line, this blue line. And if you see that price line crossing over that, then the same thing. There's going to be some movement in the stock price possibly. There's a change of direction. Okay, this one, MACD, same thing. But this time you're going to look at this bar graph here, and you could see that when you start seeing it thin out to the level area, like level 0, then it's probably going to indicate that the price is going to start going up and climb up for a while, then the price will climb down, and then usually it'll come down, and you can see movement is starting again. Here, it just barely started going down, and then it went back up. But then once it crossed over here, it continued to go down, and then it went back up. And then it crossed over here, and then it went up in price. So you're going to be looking at those things. And just using one of these indicators isn't usually enough. So you want to look at these three indicators. And if they're all signifying the same thing, then that'll probably be a good indicator that the price is going to change. All right, so if this is down here, you can see these lines here, okay, 80 up here, and I believe it's 20 down here. So when it's down below 20, this usually means that it's probably a good time to buy. When it's over 80 here, this usually means that it's overpriced and it's time to sell. So you can see when it was up here and this price line is crossing over the moving average, this is a good indicator to sell because this means it's going to start moving down in price. When it's down here, it means that it's undervalued or too many people have sold it already. So you can see the price line starts crossing up over top of the red line, and so that's usually a good indicator to buy. All right. One thing I forgot to mention on the settings to change is we want to change this one as well, the MACD to above. So we want to have slow stochastics to above and MACD to above. I'll just update those. I apologize for not mentioning that earlier. Okay, so let's look again at this. This indicator is saying that this stock has been oversold. And it also has the black line is crossing up over or above this red line, the average line. So this would mean that that's a good indication that the stock's going to go up in price. So this would be a good time to buy this, according to this indicator. Okay, let's look at the next one. Again, same thing here. The black line, the price line, is crossing over this moving average line. So this is also a good indicator that price is going to go up. Also, you could see here that these bars are climbing. So they're in a pattern to climb. And we're hoping that this climbing will continue and then eventually it'll come back down. But you want to get it when it's rising. So this again would probably be a good time to buy. Okay, let's look down here at the moving average. And this one instead now is the price line. When it's red, that just means that the price line is trending down. When it's this white, then it means that it's going up. And here, again, we're seeing that the price line is just barely starting to cross over this average line. So this would indicate that it's also at a good time to buy right now. Okay, so we have these three indicators. Sorry about that. We have these three indicators that are telling us the same thing, that it's a good time to buy, good time to buy, and a good time to buy. Okay, let me do one more. Let me look at Taro Pharmaceuticals. Okay, so this one we could also see that it's been oversold, so this would indicate that it might be at a good time to buy, and that the line, the price line, is crossing over the red line. So this indicates a good time to buy. This one here, it's just almost about at level, but the line hasn't crossed over the red line yet. So this one is giving us a quasi buy. Not yet. We'd want to wait a little more until that line crosses over, or until these bars start trending upward, till we had a good indication to buy. And down here, you could see that it had just started crossing over, and it looked like it just went down a little bit in price. So it's kind of right on this moving average line right now. So this one's kind of a quasi indicator to buy as well, but it's iffy. So you'd want to wait until these actually crossed over a little better to give you a better buy indicator. Okay. The opposite side, a good time to sell would have been right up here when it was at an overbought position. So this means that it would be at a good time to start selling, and the black price line had just crossed over this red moving average line. So this indicated that it was going to be going down in price. This one also, it was teetering along this moving average line, and then it started sinking below. And you can see here the bars really started going down here, trending downward. So this would be a good indicator to sell. And you could see what happened at this time. Actually, it worked out pretty well because this price line here on the MA, the moving average, also was going below or crossing over the moving average. And look at what happened to the price that next day or the following few days. The price really started dropping. This was the actual price of the stock and what happened to it. And it sank really low from 109 up here, and it went down all the way down to around 94. So you can see these indicators, if you get all three of them that work together, it could really show you a strong indication of whether the stock's going to go up or down. Okay, so I hope this information has been useful for you. Check me out on beatthemarketanalyzer.com. That's BeattheMarketAnalyzer.com. I'm Grant, and have a great day.